ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुक्तापदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवां च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवम् साद्वैतं साधुभूतं परिजनासहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगणा ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिन्निति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे नमो महावदन्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नामने गौरदस्वे नमः। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांता श्रीराधा कांता नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी श्रीराधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुश्च कृपा सिन्धुभैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे So Hare Krishna devotees, thank you for joining us this morning. And today Prabhuji was about to give, but then Prabhuji told it will be difficult for him to now to continue. So first of all, I would like to express my gratefulness to His Grace Premanand Prabhuji for taking out his so much time for all of us. So you cannot imagine how tough is his schedule. Means we are staying with him throughout. So we know as a president to take out time every day morning, so 7 to 8. Very, very difficult. Very, very difficult. Prabhuji has so many responsibilities, not just managerial responsibilities he has. He is taking care of whole central UP. So there are so many issues. So you cannot imagine issues. Means I am there in the picture, so I know how tough issues are there in management circles. So Prabhuji has to deal with them because he's the leader for all Eastern group. Many issues are with GBC, with are reported to GBCs. He has to be there, present where their meetings are happening. Many issues are with bureaus. So whenever bureaus things are there, he has to be there. So this is managerial part of him. Then next is taking care of congregational preaching. So we don't know about husband wife what challenges they face, but they all come to Premanabru for shelter. So he is packed up with all congregation wanting his time. That yes, I want time from you for so that things can be sought out. And then he has to take care of devotees in ashram. So more than giving time to brahmacharis, he has given time to all of you. So brahmacharis also not get so much time. So so like this Prabhuji is giving time here to devotees and then taking care of whole temple. Like now His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj Vyas Puja is there. So all disciples of Maharaj has went there. So now deity department is like shaking because all are devotees from there only. So Prabhuji is also going and doing deity worship there. So he is doing deity worship, taking care of deities, taking care of brahmacharis, taking care of ashram, taking care of temple, taking care of Eastern UP, taking care of all of you. So really Prabhuji is extending a lot for all of us. So let us express our thanks to His Grace Premanand Prabhuji for taking out so much time for this Bhakti Shastri. Hmm. So we'll chant one Hare Krishna Mahamantra for Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Yeah. Thank you. So Prabhuji told me that I should continue from here. 9.32 was covered for all of you. Kindly check if 9.32 was covered.
I think
9.30.
31 is done, Prabhuji.
31 is done. Okay. So we'll start from 32. I think two, three verses are only remaining. After that, we'll move switch over to 10th one. Okay. Okay, so this is 33, 32. So I could not get time for making notes from my notes. So I yesterday only I came from Chitrakoot. My health is also not so very good. So I will try my best that to serve all of you. Okay, so we'll just have a recap of 31. Hmm. So 31 was a very interesting. So this section of Bhagavad Gita is a very, very interesting section. And I remember when our Bhakti Shastri was going on, verse number 30 and 31. This was like so much love of Krishna was manifesting through these verses. I remember it was like heart touching when Vamshivardhan Prabhu was explaining to all of us verses 30, 31, 32, and that how much Krishna loves his devotees. Okay, so this is 31. क्षिप्रं भवति धर्मात्मा शाश्वतं शांतिं निगच्छति कौन्तेय प्रतिजानेहि नामे भक्ता प्रणश्यति. So Krishna is telling that my devotee is situated in righteousness and soon you should declare that he should never perish. So I think Prabhuji must have taken it that how Krishna is very emphatic. No doubt. Okay. So here you see this is in dialogue form. Hmm. Uh, so we'll just read one line uh, from it. Hmm. If he eventually becomes righteous, then there would be no argument. However, if a devotee is sinful right up till his death, what is his position? This was a very nice question asked by Arjuna कि अगर वो मरते दम तक वो अपने अनर्थास के साथ स्ट्रगल कर रहा है तो उसका क्या पोजीशन है? The Lord affectionate to his devotees and speaks loudly with little anger. Lord गुस्सा के बोलते हैं, "O son of Kunti, my devotee is never destroyed. At the time of death, he does not fall." So amazing. This was very, very hope giving to all of us because there are many, many anarthas which we are struggling and we don't know how long it will take for us to overcome those anarthas. And because of those anarthas, knowingly or unknowingly, sometimes we could succumb to those temptations and engage in some sinful activities. Hmm. But if we again take shelter of Krishna, Krishna is promising that even till at the time of death, we will not fall down. Krishna then encourages the worried, lamenting Arjuna. Oh, Kanteya, going to the coming assembly with a tumultuous sound of drums, throwing your hands in the air, you should fairly declare that my devotee never perish. So, what a love of Lord for his devotee. Hmm. So, this you saw. Again, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur and Baldev Vidyabhushan, they are like amazing. And they are not leaving a single scope. कि लॉर्ड अपने डिवोटीज से कितना लव करते हैं उसको दिखाने के लिए दे आर नॉट लेफ्ट इवन अ सिंगल स्कोप. सो वेरी नाइस. ओके, सो फ्रॉम 32 विल स्टार्ट नाउ. 32, 33, 34, थ्री वर्सेस आर मीनिंग. माम हि पार्थ विपाश्रित्य येऽपि शूपापयोनये स्त्रियो वैश्या तथा शूद्रा तेऽपि यान्ति परां गतिम्. Yes, some devotee can read translation.
O son of Parth, those who take shelter in me, though they be of lower birth, women, Vaishyas, merchants, and Shudras workers, can attain the supreme destination.
O son of Pritha, it's not called Partha, it's called Pritha. Pritha. Pritha is the name of Kunti Devi. O son of Pritha, those who take shelter in me. So what's the word? Is Vipashritya, particularly taking shelter. So this is one of the qualification of a devotee that he always takes shelter of Krishna and Krishna only. It's his exclusive surrender. There is no other surrender for him. It's only Krishna. Whether it's good time, bad time, he will never go to any demigod. He will not take up any other process. He has full faith on Krishna and Krishna only. That what makes bhakti special from all other paths. It's only bhakti. It's only Krishna. So that's the exclusive surrender. Oh, where it went. Okay, so here now Vishwajagit Thakur says the same translation, women, Vaishya, Shudras. Even the outcasts, if they surrender to me, attain the supreme goal. Baldev Vidyabhushan adds a very important thing in this connection, in this verse. That even though born in sinful situations, so this line is very important when he mentioned this thing, born in sinful situation, because our birth is also dependent on the type of karma which we have done in the previous lifetime, whatever we have done. So it depends on karma, our birth. So our karma may be very bad, and because of which we have taken a birth as a woman, as a Vaishya, or as a Shudras, or in the lower caste, even other caste. So that is a result of our previous sinful activities. Hmm. But even in those situations from where the birth is only sinful, so earlier condition was that he was a devotee and he was doing sinful. He was doing sinful activities. Sometimes he was engaged. Here, Krishna is moving one more ahead than the previous cases. So in the previous cases, he's a good devotee and he's a proper, but sometimes he used to do some wrong. Here, Krishna is telling that even he is born in a sinful situation. From birth only, he is into sinful life. Hmm. So still, if they surrender to me, they will achieve the supreme goal. What to say of others? Even them, they can be delivered. So Prabhupada writes a very wonderful purport, and he says that here Krishna is telling there is no discrimination among who can surrender. So in the previous verses, Krishna says that Samoham Sarva Bhuteshu Name Dveshosti Na Priya. And what is the third line?
ये भजन्ते
ये
तु माम
भजन्ते तु
भक्त्या।
माम भक्त्या मयि ते तेषु चापि हम. कि those who worship me, I am favorable to them. So then somebody may tell कि Lord is partial. Yes, Lord is partial to his devotees. Which Baldev Vidyabhushan says, ये Lord का डिफेक्ट नहीं है, ये उनका ऑर्नामेंट है कि लॉर्ड अपने डिवोटीज के लिए पार्शियल होते हैं. तो लॉर्ड बोल रहे हैं मैं पार्शियल हूं, ये एक एडवर्टाइजमेंट है आपके लिए कि आप मेरे डिवोटी बन जाओ. दिस इज एन एडवर्टाइजमेंट टू टेल दैट आई एम पार्शियल टू माई डिवोटीज. ओके, ठीक है, तो इसलिए मैं आपको मौका दे रहा हूं, आप भी डिवोटी बन जाओ. So you also become a devotee. So becoming a devotee, there is no qualification required. There is no restrictions in becoming a devotee. So that's what Prabhupada is telling in the first few lines. That if you want to become a devotee of the Lord, there is no distinction between higher class and low class. Everyone can become devotee and receive the mercy of the Lord. And Prabhupada writes over a very beautiful line. Everyone is eligible for supreme destination. Everyone is eligible for it. Even Chandalas and all. And this Prabhupada writes a very important thing. He is quoting Kirata Hunanda Pulinda Pulkasha, that verse. And he is mentioning that how this is possible. This is from Baldev Vidyabhushan commentary, where Baldev Vidyabhushan says how, Srila Baldev Vidyabhushan says that how he becomes purified. How they become purified? It's only by the association of devotees. When Krishna says they all can also come to me, it's not possible on their own account, because they have taken a birth from a sinful situation. Their birth is a sinful situation. They can only come to Krishna by the mercy of a devotee. So you can imagine how much responsibility you all have got, that to bring all these people onto the lotus feet of Krishna. That is what Srila Baldev Vidyabhushan is telling. That is the mercy of devotees by which this verse is applicable. And then he says a very nice thing. Srila Prabhupada comes to a very practical ground when mentioning this. So this is very, very important, which Prabhupada is writing over here. Therefore, devotion, service, and the guidance of a pure devotees are so strong. Prabhupada is mentioning this, that there is no discrimination between the lower and higher class of men. Anyone can take to it. The most simple man taking shelter of the pure devotee can be purified by proper guidance. So this Prabhupada is writing from Srila Baldev Vidyabhushan, a commentary. Srila Baldev Vidyabhushan has emphasized a lot on taking shelter of a devotee. But it's only possible by the guidance of a devotee that you become so strong in bhakti that all these reactions, all the past reactions because of which you have got a sinful situations will not affect you. And then he says, in the end, Prabhupada writes a very, again, this Vipashrita word, he again emphasize on one who has taken shelter completely of Krishna, exclusive shelter of Krishna. So, Srila Baldev Vidyabhushan says the same thing which Prabhupada is mentioning, that for my bhakti does not even consider the inherent faults of such a person which rise from his birth. This is what Krishna is also telling over here, that even from the birth, if it is sinful, that is not considered if he takes my shelter. And Baldev Vidyabhushan, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur is quoting this verse of Kirata Hunanda Pulinda Pulkasha, 2.4.18. And he again quotes another verse told by Mother Devuti in the third canto. Aho bat swapachotu karyan yad jiva agre vartate namatubhyam. Tipas tapaste juva shashnurarya brahmanuchar nam grananti yete. That if somebody is taking your name, holy names, so they have done all kinds of austerities, they have done all kinds of sacrifices, they have achieved all good manners of Aryans, they have bathed in all the holy places, they have studied the Vedas, and they have fulfilled everything required. So if somebody is chanting the Lord's holy name. So here Srila Vishwanath Thakur says that what exactly is Pap Yoni? He is little bit hinting, he is not giving full. One is birth, which he is mentioning in the first. Because of karma, they are taking a birth in the sinful situation. Second, what to speak of women, Vaishyas and others who are impure or subject to bad qualities such as lying. He is mentioning a specific quality over here of Pap Yoni as lying. They lie a lot. Women, Vaishyas and Shudras, they lie. Like women, for getting anything, they will lie. So therefore, Chanakya Pandit says you should not trust two people, three people. He quotes now one verse. He says woman, king, no, woman, diplomat, and politician. As something like that, correct? Anyone knows three people? He is mentioned. Woman, diplomat, and one more. I forgot.
One politician.
Politician. Okay, politician.
Politician.
Okay, woman Vaishya. So that's the point. That you cannot trust them because for their needs they can speak lies. So here one thing which is mentioning is lying. And Baldev Vidyabhushan is telling over here, say this thing which I was mentioning. Even those who are most sinful and are not my devotees, they are not devotees and they are most sinful. By devotee association, becomes completely freed of ignorance and becomes specially liberated. This is expressed in this verse. So that's how Krishna is telling they are liberated by devotee association. Even if they are not devotees, they are sinful. But by devotee association, they will become. Even those who are very sinful, those of very sinful birth, outcast, pap yoni, who have a natural inclination to sin. So they have a natural inclination to do sin. Taking shelter of me, the Lord of all, the Son of Vasudev, by association with my devotees, attain the supreme state. So again, Baldev Vidyabhushan is mentioning the association of devotees to be a key factor for this verse to be applied. Okay, so now let's come to 33 verse. किं पुनर्ब्रह्मणः पुण्य भक्ता राजर्षयस्तथा अनित्यम असुखम लोकम इमं प्राप्य भजास्म्यहम्. So yes, translation. Yes, some devotee can read translation.
How much more this is so?
How much
the
more
righteous
this is so?
Brahmanas, the devotees, and the saintly kings, therefore, having come to this temporary miserable world, engage in loving service unto me.
So Krishna is telling, if I can do it this for even Pap Yoni, if they take shelter of me, what to say of devotees who are attending Bhakti Shastri? For them, how much I will be obliged that yes. And here Krishna gives a direct instruction for all of us. Therefore, having come to this temporary Maze world, engage in the loving service unto me. So Asukham, Anityam, Asukham, Lokam. It's Anityam and it's Asukham. Srila Baldev Vidyabhushan says Asukham means you get little happiness over here, but there's a lot of unhappiness here. Anityam is temporary, that we know. But Asukham means, Srila Baldev Vidyabhushan says, little bit happiness you get over here, but that is compensated by lot of miseries which follows it. Okay, so then Srila Vishwanath Thakur and Srila Baldev Vidyabhushan says a little bit different translation. Uh, what to speak of devotees who are pure Brahmanas and kings? He says like that. What to speak of devotees who are Brahmanas and kings? So Prabhupada says these three categories, those are devotees, Brahmanas and kings surrender to Krishna. Both are same only. Therefore, having come to this impermanent world of distress, worship me. Okay, the purport, Srila Prabhupada's purport is also very, very nice. So this is a golden line. First thing which Prabhupada write, this is a very golden line. In this material world, there are classification of people. But after all, this world is not a happy place for anyone. Amazing. Prabhupada is making clear. Hmm. So in this material world, there are classifications of people. You may be rich, poor, pap yoni, good yoni, a higher caste, low caste, a male, female, animal, humans, for any classification. After all, this world is not a happy place for anyone. So generally in this world, when we remain, most of the time of us is in a problem solving mode. जैसे अलग अलग मोड होते हैं ना वर्क के, स्लीपिंग मोड, शट डाउन मोड, लैपटॉप्स के होते हैं, वैसे हमारा इस मटेरियल वर्ल्ड में मैक्सिमम टाइम मोड क्या हो जाता है, प्रॉब्लम सॉल्विंग मोड. वी वांट टू रिमेन हैप्पी, बट अगेन एंड अगेन मैनी प्रॉब्लम्स कम. अभी हेल्थ इश्यूज आ रहे हैं, सोसाइटी इश्यूज आ रहे हैं, जॉब इश्यूज आते हैं. सो हमको लगता है कि ये अगर प्रॉब्लम सोल्व हो जाए तो उसके बाद हम खुश हो जाएंगे. लेकिन द माया देवी इज सो एक्सपर्ट दैट वन आफ्टर अनदर शी गिव्स अस challenges, and we are not able to even know that we are in problem solving mode. आपने वो स्टोरी सुना होगा कि एक पर्सन था, वो माउंटेन में जा रहा था, चढ़ रहा था. ही वॉज गोइंग टूवर्ड्स द माउंटेन एंड his aim was to go to the top of the mountain. So he prayed to the Lord, I should get some vehicle. So one Ghodi came from behind, and he was very happy. He climbed the Ghodi. Ghodi went for some time, and then it stopped. And then he thought, why is it stopped? And then when it stopped, because it was Ghodi, it was pregnant. So she delivered a baby. Now baby came. So he's thinking, okay, now everything is done, let's go. But now the Ghodi, the horse was not moving. The she horse was not moving. So he was trying different ways. He was bringing some sweets, he was bringing some grass, he was doing that, he was pushing from behind, but the she horse was not moving only. So his whole aim was now that I should move this horse. He said, one day I will surely move this horse. And then he saw the baby which was not able to move, and he took the baby on his shoulder and he started to move. And the Ghodi also started to move. The she horse started to move. And he was proclaiming to everyone, see my intelligence, see my intelligence. I have made the Ghodi move. She was not moving at all, and I have made the Ghodi move. Jai, I have achieved success. So, what is the irony of the story? What is the thing missing in the story?
He forgot his aim.
Correct. He
He
forgot
missed
his
the purpose.
he forgot his purpose only. His purpose was to reach that mountain top, but he became so engrossed in solving problems of life that he forgot that he has to reach mm, the top of the mountain. Similarly, as we go ahead in life, the post, position, name, fame, and what he said, what I perceived, he is finding fault in me, he is not agreeing to my opinion. All this becomes sometimes a forefront. And we forget that why we came to ISKCON. We forget that we came to ISKCON for our heart purification, for becoming a devotee, for loving Krishna. And therefore, Prabhupada said, if you want to love me, if you want to really repay my debt, then you will start loving Krishna. So we forget that. We forget that this world is not a happy place for anyone. Even if you are ISKCON, this is not a place for you to be happy. So the happiness should come from within, our connection to Krishna. One should become friend to Krishna. So right now it seems like, हाँ प्रभु जी हम तो भक्ति पे ही ध्यान देंगे, सही है, लेकिन when suddenly that problem comes, it seems like यही हमारे लिए भी सबसे ज़्यादा urgent है. So I remember when first canto of Shrimad Bhagavatam was going on, our Bhakti Vaibhav class. So one chapter was there where Ashwathama released a Brahmastra, and it was coming towards Arjuna. And Arjuna, he saw Brahmastra coming towards him, and that time he started praying to Krishna. He started praying. There are a lot of verses where Arjuna is praying, and he does parikrama of Krishna. And then Krishna says, "Are you also know about Brahmastra? You can contact with another Brahmastra." And then Arjuna says, "Ah, I know, I know." And then there was contract. So I asked Kanai Krishna Prabhu this question कि प्रभु जी ऐसा तो है नहीं कि ब्रह्मास्त्र स्लो स्पीड से आ रहा है ऐसे स्लो स्पीड से आ रहा है दिखाते हुए मैं आ रहा हूँ ऐसा तो होगा नहीं ब्रह्मास्त्र इज कमिंग वेरी फास्ट टुवर्ड्स हिम तो हम अगर उनकी जगह होते तो हम टेंशन में आते थे क्या करना क्या नहीं उस टेंशन में भी अर्जुन पहले प्रेयर कर रहे हैं प्रदक्षिणा कर रहे हैं मतलब इतना टाइम था उनके पास ही हैज दैट मच टाइम वो तो अर्जेंट एंड इम्पोर्टेंट सिचुएशन हो गया ब्रह्मास्त्र इज कमिंग और उनको पता था ब्रह्मास्त्र कैसे यूज करना है तो वो खुद से चला के बस कर देते हैं सो देन Kanai Kashyap told a very nice thing. He said, that's the difference between a pure devotee and you mixed devotee. A pure devotee never forgets Krishna. Yeah, his first priority in life is Krishna. Taking guidance from Krishna, taking guidance from superior. Second priority is problem solving. How I will solve. So that's the difference. So therefore, this quality in bhakti we should always have of being submissive to our superiors. Otherwise, it's always a problem-solving mode that we and problem. Then only problem will win. It's Maya who is winning. It's from between us and Maya, Maya always win. But we have to take shelter of Krishna and then fight Maya. So therefore, Prabhupada is telling it's not a happy place for anyone. So this is telling, and then he is stating it's not habitual for any saint gentleman. With all ACs in room, with sofa, bed, and everything, we may feel, oh, it's a very comfortable situation. Prabhupada says, no, it's not habitual for any saint gentleman. It's temporary and full of miseries. So like this, Prabhupada explained. So Arjuna was born in saintly royal king, and Krishna is giving direct instruction to him. What Lord says, take to my devotion service and come quickly back home, back to Godhead. Don't stay over here. And then Prabhupada gives a very, very amazing line. Very, very amazing line. This is okay. No one should remain in this temporary world full as it is with miseries. Everyone should attach himself to the bosom of the Supreme Personality of Godhead so that he can eternally be happy. The devotional service of Supreme Lord is the only process by which all problems of all classes of men can be solved. Everyone should therefore take to Krishna consciousness and make his life perfect. So here a very special word Prabhupada is using. Bosom. So he's telling everyone should attach himself गले लग जाना चाहिए भगवान से गले लग जाना चाहिए तब आप eternally happy हो सकते हो when you're sheltered in Krishna you can be eternally be happy that Prabhupada is telling so Lord का एक गुण होता है भक्त वत्सल is भक्त वत्सल वत्स मतलब क्या होता है वत्स आपने उसको वक्षस्थल से लगा लिया है तो भगवान अपने भक्तों को अपने वक्षस्थल से लगा लेते हैं एक बहुत अच्छी फोटो है मेरे पास आपने वो देखा है वो गोप कुमार का फोटो देखा होगा तो मैं आपको दो फोटो दिखाता हूँ कैसे लॉर्ड गोप कुमार कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 okay so show you photos Hare Krishna 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 Hare okay you're able to see my screen
Yes, Prabhuji.
okay so this is Gop Kumar returning to the spiritual world where Lord is embracing him tightly and the Gop Kumar is fully peaceful there's another photo this you're able to see
Yes, Prabhuji.
ओके ओके, सो यू सी इन दिस, वो गोप कुमार का फेस नहीं लिखा है। तो हम जब पहली बार ये फोटो दिखाई गई थी, हिज ग्रेस अच्युत प्रभु जी ने हमको ये फोटो दिखाई थी, बोले कि ये तुम भी हो सकते हो। क्या बात कर रहे हैं प्रभु जी, सही में? बोले हाँ हाँ। एंड यू सी हाउ कृष्णा इज सो पीसफुल, embracing the devotee. Krishna has embraced both of his arms around the devotee, and he's closed his eyes and very, very happy that the devotee has returned back to him. Blossom, get attached to the bosom of the Lord. Hmm. So that's the secret that we have to become very, very dear to Krishna. We have to attach ourselves to the bosom of the Lord. अरे इसको शेयर करना है ना? Yes, yes. Okay. So Prabhupada is inviting us there to the spiritual world. Okay, so this is how this ends. And then how to worship him? Because here Krishna is giving that you should worship me. So now Krishna is telling how to worship me. This is last verse of this chapter. And this is considered to be the essence of Bhagavad Gita. It will be again repeated in the 18th chapter, the same shloka. मन्मना भव मद्भक्तो मद्याजी माम नमस्कुरु मामेवश्यसे युक्तेव्यम आत्मनं मत्परायणा. So he is giving 4 things to be done as a worship. Mat mana means always thinking of Krishna. So today morning only I was hearing one lecture of Prabhupada. So Prabhupada यही वर्ष को कोट किए. मन मना भव मत भक्तो. I was so happy. कह रहे मेरे को आज इसी पे क्लास लेना है. प्रभात से सुन के बोलूंगा. So प्रभात ने बोला आपको कुछ ना कुछ तो सोचना ही है ना. You have to think of something. So why not to think of Krishna? Krishna is telling you think of me. So Prabhupada says उसमें और practical आते हैं. So you should always think about service of Krishna. And you should always think how I can increase the name and fame of Krishna. In one of the lecture, Prabhupada was telling a true friend means that he will try to spread the glories of his friend. So therefore, manamana means we should always be thinking how I can preach the glories of Krishna. Prabhupada was telling. How I can spread the glories of Krishna worldwide. I can preach more. That is manmana. Always thinking of Krishna. Prabhupada उसको बोले, एक डिवोटी ने बोला कि मैं इसको कैसे करूं. प्रभात बोला तुम कुछ तो सोचते हो ना. डू यू थिंक समथिंग ऑलवेज, डू यू रिमेंबर समथिंग ऑलवेज? बोले यस यस आई एम ऑलवेज थिंकिंग समथिंग और अबाउट अदर. इंस्टेड ऑफ दैट थिंक ऑफ कृष्णा. ऐसे करके देन मन मना भव, यू बिकम मद भक्ता, यू बिकम माई डिवोटी. So that is second thing, you should become my devotee. So somebody may question, अरे अगर कोई भगवान के बारे में सोच रहा है तो नेचुरली तो डिवोटी होगा ना. क्या कहते हो आप लोग? अगर पहला स्टेप अगर किसने किया है, वो भगवान के बारे में सोच रहा है, तो भक्ति होगा ना. तो एक्स्ट्रा वर्ड जोड़ने की क्या जरूरत है? मत भक्तो, मेरा भक्त बनो. ऐसा क्यों?
प्रभु जी
No,
जो
Prabhuji.
था वो भी भगवान के बारे में सोचता था, लेकिन ऐसा
हाँ
दुख देने
करेक्ट
के लिए
करेक्ट करेक्ट. तो कंस भी कृष्ण के बारे में बहुत सोचता था. उठते बैठते खाते पीते हमेशा सोचता रहता था. लेकिन वो भक्त नहीं था. अनुकूल्यस्य संकल्प अन्य अभिलाषिता शून्यम ज्ञान कर्मादि अनावृतम अनुकूल्येन कृष्णानुशीलनम भक्तिरुत्तम. So what is real bhakti? When we think favorably. Yes, Akash is also writing action should also be Krishna conscious. So this is second thing, you have to become devotee. You have to think about Lord favorably. Mad yaji, when you have to worship me. So Prabhupada gives example of deity worship. That in we have deities, so we need to worship the deities. That is one thing we say. Mam namaskuru. And then Prabhupada says one should pay obeisances to the Lord. His Holiness हल्दर स्वामी महाराज बहुत अमेजिंग चीज बताते हैं कि बोले आप इतना दंडवत मारो, इतना दंडवत मारो भगवान को. भगवान ने बोला दंडवत मारना है तो हम मारेंगे दंडवत. तो भगवान का एक दिन पिघल ही जाएगा हृदय. भाई इतना दंडवत मारता है मेरे को, उधर गड़बड़ करता है लेकिन आके मेरे को ही दंडवत मारता है. ठीक है चलो इसका उद्धार कर देते हैं. सलदर महाराज वाज टेलिंग कि सोचो अगर आपके सामने एक कुछ लोग आके प्रणाम करने लग जाते हैं, आप तुरंत उसको गले लगा लेते हो. तो एक्चुअली मैंने ये लिटरली देखा है. मैं किंग्स एंड क्वींस में पढ़ाता था, तो क्लास 11th को पढ़ाता था. और उसके जो लड़के थे एक नंबर के बदमाश, सब रिच फैमिली के से थे. तो कोई भी टीचर्स की सुनता नहीं था. अपना खेल रहे हैं, पीछे बात कर रहे हैं, क्लास के बीच में भाग जाएंगे उठ के. तो नथिंग दे विल डू. लेकिन एक क्वालिटी थी, वो प्रिंसिपल के 2 बेटे थे उसमें. एक था 11th में, एक था 10th में. दोनों से डील करता था मैं. तो उसका जो लड़का था प्रिंसिपल का, वो तो डॉन बन के घूमता था. किसी की नहीं सुनता था। लेकिन एक चीज वो बहुत स्पेशल करता था, सुबह सुबह आएगा, सारे टीचर्स के पैर छुएगा। तो पिछले दिन का जितना भी मेरा वो रहता था कि इसने ये नहीं किया वो नहीं किया, मेरा पूरा शांत हो जाता। ठीक है चलो चलो, हंसते हुए आता था, पैर छूता था, गुरु जी आशीर्वाद दीजिए। लेकिन बाद में कुछ नहीं करता था, लेकिन उससे ही दिल मेल्ट हो जाता था। हम्म तो सोचो अगर नॉर्मल लाइफ में भी ऐसा हो जाता है कि कोई अगर आपको प्रणाम करता है तो आपका हार्ट मेल्ट होने लग जाता है, तो सोचो लॉर्ड का हार्ट जो ऑलरेडी सॉफ्ट है वो कितना मेल्ट होता है। तो हल्दर महाराज वॉज गिविंग दिस एग्जाम्पल। हम्म सो मद याजी माम नमस्कुरु माम एवश्यसि युक्तव्यम, by this become fully absorbed in me, by this fully become absorbed in me, and your atmanam mat prahena, you engage your body mind and soul, all three things in me. So आत्मा का मतलब यहाँ पर प्रभुपाद ने सोल से लिया है, लेकिन शिला बलदेव विद्याभूषण शिला विश्वनाथ ठाकुर बॉडी और माइंड को भी ऐड करते हैं उसमें, बिकॉज आत्मा बॉडी और माइंड को भी बोलते हैं। So you have to engage your body also and your mind also in me. So that is what is the process of worshipping Krishna. Man mana man mad bhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru mam evashyasya yuktavyam atmanam mat parayana. Okay. Engage your mind always in thinking of me, become my devotee, offer obeisances to me and worship me. Being completely absorbed in me, surely you will come back to me. So Prabhupada writes about this, that one has to think of Krishna, and then one will be transferred to Krishna Lok. रोजी कोई इसका फायदा उठाए तो, अच्छा मेरे को क्वेश्चन आया है, ठीक है, विल टेक क्वेश्चन एंड ओके। So Prabhupada mentioned that also, that one has to be thinking of Krishna in a devotional love, that is bhakti. So same things which I explained, that is mentioned in the purport. So Prabhupada also quotes some poem. I was searching for this poem, I did not get it. If you get it, then you can always show me. There's a beautiful poem about Krishna in which it is clearly stated that any person who is engaged in the worship of demigods is most unintelligent and cannot achieve any time the supreme award of Krishna. The devotee in the beginning may sometimes fall from the standard, but still he should be considered superior to all other philosophers and yogis. So Prabhupada is summarizing this 9th chapter. One who always engages in Krishna consciousness should be understood to be a perfectly saintly person. So Prabhupada is quoting some poem. I don't know which poem. So in the end, Vishwanath Thakur says these only 2-3 lines about this verse. And this is what he is mentioning. That supreme position of pure bhakti, the topmost secret, which does not discriminate between who is qualified and qualified, and by its content purifies all persons, have been described in this chapter. तो ये पूरा 9th चैप्टर किस लिए है? ग्लोरी ऑफ भक्ति को बताने के लिए कि टॉप मोस्ट क्या है? भक्ति, और वो डिस्क्रिमिनेट नहीं करता हु इज क्वालिफाइड हु इज नॉट क्वालिफाइड, एंड बाय द टच ऑफ भक्ति एवरीवन गेट्स प्यूरिफाइड. And Srila Baldev Vidyabhushan, he says this thing. In this chapter, bhakti, like the Ganges, not considering who is suitable or unsuitable and destroying all sins by his very touch, is alone considered to be the king of all secrets. The most confidential knowledge, chapter number 9, is this, that bhakti is the topmost. So that is what is chapter 9 in summary. The most confidential knowledge. This is the most king of all secrets. That bhakti, like a Ganges, does not consider who is suitable or unsuitable. Anyone being touched by Ganges water or bhakti is purified and is alone considered the king of all secrets. Thank you so much. So here we end chapter number 9, which was remaining. So any questions in these 3 verses? Okay, one question came from one Akash Bro. प्रभु जी कोई इसका फायदा उठाए तो, मतलब वो ओबेसेंसेस की बात कर रहे हैं लग रहा है लेकिन कुछ भी कर और बाद में भगवान के फॉरगिवनेस मान ले और दंडवत करे. So yes, Christians they do this only. They do all nonsense and then on Sunday they go to church and they say, oh Lord, please forgive us and Jesus Christ will save you from sin. Then it is to be understood he is not in the highest level of platform of bhakti. is to be understood that he is on the highest platform. But yes, because he is coming to Lord in any circumstances, Lord will arrange something for his purification. Akama sarva kamoba moksha kama udhara deti vrena bhakti yogena yante purusham param. One more thing, Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur writes in one of the commentaries. One of the commentaries he writes. He says we compare Lord to Kalpavriksha. That is wrong comparison. रॉन्ग कंपैरिजन अभी तक तो हम यही सुने हैं लॉर्ड कल्प वृक्ष हैं बोले जो कल्प वृक्ष हैं वो वो कुछ रिलेशनशिप नहीं बनाता अपने उसके नीचे कोई बैठा है मान लीजिए हमारे सुशांता प्रभु बैठे हुए हैं कल्प वृक्ष के नीचे हैं और कल्प वृक्ष से मांगा गुलाब जामुन तो गुलाब जामुन दे देगा वो लेकिन जो कल्प वृक्ष है वो सुशांता प्रभु के साथ कोई रिलेशनशिप नहीं बनाता ठीक है इसने मांगा दे दिया एंड सुशांता प्रभु इज ऑल्सो गोइंग टू कल्प वृक्ष फॉर विद सम फ्रूटिंग माइंड ओके मेरे को वो चाहिए गुलाब जामुन चाहिए हैं तो उस माइंड के साथ जा रहे हैं तो दोनों के बीच में कोई रेसिप्रोकेशन भी नहीं है लविंग रेसिप्रोकेशन भी नहीं है इट्स दैट टेक एंड गिव कल्पवृक्ष एंड कल्पवृक्ष इज नॉट अटैच टू सुशांत प्रभु अरे सुशांत प्रभु चले गए अब आ नहीं रहे हैं कहाँ गए इज नॉट अटैच टू सुशांत प्रभु सो बट in the terms of Lord there's a difference. Lord is attached to his devotees. He has a reciprocation relationship with those who come to him. If somebody is coming to Lord, then Lord is attached to him and is saying कि इसका मुझे अच्छा करना है इसका मुझे भला करना है so इसको मैं क्या दूं क्या नहीं दूं उसके Lord is thinking he is becoming attached he is getting involved in the life of a devotee. So therefore he is greater than Kalpavriksha. That Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur says. Okay, Akash true? So this is not the highest platform and Lord will do some purification process for him. Okay. Any other? Yes, Abhishek true?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji,
Hare Krishna.
like we see that this Bhagavad Gita, like in the form of question answers that Arjuna is having some question and Krishna is replying. So, like in this 32nd verse, Krishna is saying to Arjuna that declare that my devotee will never perish. So, like next verse will be like Arjuna should be declaring, but Arjuna didn't declare.
Yeah. Arjuna did not declare. So we have to ask him only when he declared it. Means Krishna told him to declare, but I don't know when he declared it. Maybe he might have declared, but it was not mentioned in Bhagavad Gita. Speculation. I am doing mental speculation. Sanjay did not mention this. Yeah, we don't know about that. When did he declare it? But yes, one thing is sure. Even without declaring, Krishna will maintain his promise that कौनते यहाँ प्रति जाने ही नाम है भक्ते प्रणश्यति मैं मेरे डिवोटीज का कोई बाल ही वागा नहीं कर सकता. That Krishna will make sure will happen. Okay, so thank you so much for explanation, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, what is the connection between 9.33 and 9.34? So in 9.33, Krishna says that you should worship him. So how you should worship him is by these 4 ways, which is told in 9.34. And how can we have Acharya's commentaries in folio views like you were showing? So it's taken from Raisham Prabhu. Raisham Prabhu has made it. So I have this folio with me. This is a different folio. So I can share with all of you. I will share this. You can just install it and then you can also have Acharya's commentaries. I will share it in the group. Antavat phalam tesham alpamedesham. Okay. Is that devotees attached to pure devotees only and not with us also, Prabhuji? Kanchan Deep Prabhu, Lord is very attached to you. Kanchan Deep Prabhu is asking that is the Lord attached to only pure devotees, not with his other? No, if you read a book called Shivram Swami Maharaj book, what is that book name?
साधुवं हृदय मह्यम
हाँ हृदय मह्यम साधुओ हृदय मह्यम. एक मिनट. I have that book with me. I will just, I have it soft copy with me. If you read that book, you will just cry at every page. You will cry. At every page, you will cry. Hmm. सो हियर दुर्वासा आस्क कि लॉर्ड ठीक है मैं समझ रहा हूँ कि आप अपने भक्तों से बहुत प्यार करते हैं, लेकिन वो तो आपके प्योर डिवोटीज होंगे ना। हम्म वो आपके प्योर डिवोटीज होंगे, जिनसे आप बहुत प्रेम करते हो, जैसे आपकी लक्ष्मी जी हो गई, ये हो गया, वो तो लोकल डिवोटी है। अमरीश महाराज क्या है? लोकल डिवोटी है, ऐसे करके बोलते हैं। और लॉर्ड उसको देख के बोलते हैं लोकल डिवोटी। तो एक मिनट, इट इज मेंशन ओवर हियर। इसमें सर्च नहीं कर सकते क्योंकि ये इमेज फॉर्म में है। सच हो पाएगा क्या? लेट अस ट्राई। व्हाट आई शुड राइट? लोकल, नहीं नहीं, पिक्चर फॉर्म में सर्च नहीं करेगा। सो वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग लाइन लॉर्ड सेज। हाँ देखो ये है, देखो एक और फोटो दिख रही है आपको? ये फोटो कितनी स्पेशल फोटो है ना। लॉर्ड नरसिंहदेव एकदम गले लगाए हुए हैं। हम्म हम्म ओके ओके, आई एम फॉरगेटिंग, ही सेज इन वन वर्स, लॉर्ड इज वेरी एंग्री व्हेन ही सेज दिस लोकल डिवोटी, ये हैं वो हैं। एंड हाँ ये रहा, ये रहा। सी व्हाट लॉर्ड इज टेलिंग। सो पहले क्या बोलता है दुर्वासा? ये बोलते हैं, दुर्वासा पहले से पढ़ते हैं। Durvasa Muni said nothing, but he felt like he was starting to understand. There was something mysterious and wonderful in the relationship between Lord and his devotees, and Durvasa was curious to know more. कि ये लॉर्ड और उनके डिवोटीज का ये रिलेशनशिप क्या है। वो तो ज्ञानी थे, कुछ समझ में आता नहीं था उनको। Seeing Durvasa's inquisitiveness, Lord Narayana continued to glorify Prahlad Maharaj. O Brahmana, eager to know how dear devotees are to me, let me tell you about my own worshipper Shiva. Once told his brother Narada, Shiva said, in this world there is a devotee who is exceptionally dear to Lord Prahlad Maharaj. He is greater than all the Lord's servants in Vaikuntha, including Garuda, Vishwaksena, and even Lakshmi. All the Lord's body is the origin of all demigods and source of pleasure for the devotees like us. He considered his body worthless compared to the value of Prahlad. For not only is Prahlad free of material motivation, but he surrendered to the devotees especially complete. तो ऐसा प्रहलाद महाराज के बारे में बात हो रही है। दुर्वासा interjected, O Lord, I am repeatedly hearing from you how even new devotees like Prahlad are dearer to you than your eternal estates. Please explain this to me. तो बोलते हैं ये आपका नया अभी अभी भक्त बना है, मैं हजारों साल से तपस्या कर रहा हूँ, ये नया डिवोटी आपका बहुत डियर है, जो अभी भक्ति शास्त्री कर रहा है बहुत डियर है आपको। The Lord smiled. My eternal estates like Sankarshan and Lakshmi are certainly situated in unaspiring devotion. However, they never underwent tribulation to gain pure devotion like those you call my new devotees in the material world. See, this is what Prabhupada he is writing. They never underwent tribulation to gain pure devotion like those whom you call my new devotees in the world. These new devotees sacrifice all comforts and attachment just to attain me. For the trouble they have taken, I consider them heroic and I remain eternally their debt. See, क्या फीलिंग है लॉर्ड का उन डिवोटीज के लिए जो मटेरियल वर्ल्ड में स्ट्रगल कर रहे हैं। स्ट्रगल करके वो प्योर डिवोशन चाहते हैं, उनके लिए लॉर्ड का क्या वो है, फीलिंग है कि आई इटर्नली रिमेन इन डेट टू देम। सो यस, वी आर वेरी वेरी डियर टू लॉर्ड, because Lord is seeing that how much struggle we are doing for getting him. Okay. ओके शशांक, प्लीज शेयर दिस बुक। शेयर तो कर दूंगा, इतना आप लोग पढ़ोगे कैसे? वेदावेस भी पढ़ना है, ये भी पढ़ना है। ठीक है। If with us also, then why many devotees left Krishna conscious, not feeling joyful in Krishna conscious? Okay, Kanchan Prabhu is next asking, if he also loves us, then why devotees leave and they are not feeling joyful? So it's not wrong in the part of Lord. It's our free will. It's our free will, in which we take a deroute from serving Lord. सो एक्चुअली दो चीज़ों का है. एक बार मैंने यही क्वेश्चन पूछा था एक सीनियर डिवोटी से, तो वो सीनियर डिवोटी ने मेरे को बहुत अच्छी एक चीज़ बताई थी. डोंट थिंक योर वे इज द वे ऑफ हिज गेटिंग भक्ति. हमारे दिमाग में कंसेप्शन है कि वो ऐसा कर रहा होगा तो ही वो मतलब वो भक्ति में आगे बढ़ रहा है. नहीं, लॉर्ड, व्हाट इज द प्लान ऑफ लॉर्ड फॉर हिम टू गेट भक्ति इज नॉट रिवील टू अस. वो भक्ति में कैसे आगे बढ़ेगा वो हमको नहीं पता. लॉर्ड उसको कहाँ सेपरेट करके वहां रियलाइजेशन देके फिर वो भक्ति करेगा. बहुत यूनिक है वो लॉर्ड का प्लान. हर किसी के लिए इंडिविजुअल प्लान है. हम्म सो देयरफॉर दिस इज वन थिंग दैट वी डोंट नॉट नो द प्लान ऑफ कृष्णा. मुझे याद है एक डिवोटी थे मेरे, बहुत डियर डिवोटी. एक्चुअली वो डिवोटी थे जो मैं जब भक्ति छोड़ के चला गया था तो वो मेरे को भक्ति में वापस लेके आए. थर्ड ईयर में ऐसा मेरी लाइफ में सिचुएशन आया था कि मैं भक्ति थोड़ी देर के लिए छोड़ दिया था. तो वो डिवोटी मुझे भक्ति में लेके आए और फाइनल ईयर के बाद वही भक्ति छोड़ दी. तो मुझे इतना शॉक लगा उस समय. तो रात के 12 बजे थे, मुझे याद है, रात के अभी भी याद है मुझे. मैं एचवीटीओ वॉइस के जो हमारा पुराना वॉइस था, तो उसमें मैं सो रहा था. तो मुझे अचानक पता चला कि वो डिवोटी अब भक्ति इतनी नहीं करना चाहता वो. तो रात में सो नहीं पा रहा था मैं. रात के 12 बजे मैंने अच्युत मोहन प्रभु जी को कॉल किया. मैंने कॉल किया, प्रभु जी मैं बहुत डिस्टर्ब हूँ. बोले क्यों? बोले प्रभु जी वो प्रभु कैसे जा सकता है, वो तो इतना स्ट्रांग थे भक्ति में, इतना वो थे, वो कैसे छोड़ सकते हैं भक्ति. तो फिर जो उन्होंने मेरे को बोला वो मेरे दिमाग में अभी तक बैठा हुआ है. बोले डू नॉट डाउट द प्लान ऑफ कृष्णा. डू नॉट डाउट द प्लान ऑफ कृष्णा. कृष्णा हैज सम प्लान्स फॉर हिम. मैं बोला अरे ठीक है. ओके ब्रो, ये एक ही लाइन में खत्म कर दिया मेरा सब कुछ. आप डाउट मत करिए, कृष्णा हैज सम प्लान फॉर हिम एंड कृष्णा विल टेक केयर. Okay, so there are many reasons. Okay, then thank you. Please share this book. Okay, I will share this book also in the group. You can take it. So I will share the Vedabase. I will share the book and the PPT which Prabhuji was sharing. These PPTs are available on Ayush Ambru's website. Go to Gita Amrit Bindu. So for every verses you will find their PPTs. Gita Amrit Bindu. On the website of Ayush Ambru, you will find all PPTs there. Okay. Thank you. So we'll stop here. Thank you so much. Next time we'll start with Chatushloki Bhagavad Gita from the 10th chapter. Now your 9th chapter is over. And now today we'll give you the open book questions also, and we'll announce the test dates also. Okay, thank you so much. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Gadra Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki jai.